Beautiful people, what is up? Ooh-wee. Get ready for the update today. Folks, we got people in the house. Ovidu, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Where are you guys watching from? Because we get international up in here. Okay? Folks, you know what song's been on my mind? Put in a comment if there's been a song on your mind the whole week. You know what song's been on my mind? Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron, Pierre, that's... Why? See? Social media be having us in a chokehold. Aaron, Pierre, that's Mufasa. Hey, ATM. So yes, what song has been resonating and just rent-free in your mind? Mine is the Jennifer Hudson Tunnel dance song for Aaron Pierre. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. It is what it is, okay? Last time, I think last week, it was 112 Cupid. I was in a chokehold. Good R&B. That was just good R&B in the 90s. Okay. Well, folks, welcome. This is part 2 to President John Mahama's decree regarding the halt to land registration. And look, let me just go in order. Let me do what I usually do. This is the schedule for today. I'm going to go over the mission as always, the objective of this video. So the mission of this channel, the objective of this very video, this live stream, we're going to go right into the update and then question and answers. And then if you guys are up to it, we can have a raffle, right? If you guys have not seen our raffle, it gets pretty fun. It gets fun. People want to win it, and it's just fun. PD Pablo. So me and ATM just got done with his interview yesterday, and from the beginning of the interview, I said, "Where are you from?" He said, "North Carolina," and we're like, "North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, twist it around your head just like a helicopter." So you guys will see me and ATM and I's duet next week with our interview. For you guys just chiming in, I asked you guys what song has been on your mind all week, because Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa, has been on mine all week. What? So yes, that's the schedule for today. And of course, I always want to thank the CashApp crew. You guys be blessing me, right? Thank you to the CashApp crew. And if you want to be a stream sponsor, you can be a stream sponsor. Super chats, super stickers, super thanks, and cash apps. Whoever gives the biggest one is the stream sponsor. Okay, folks, let's get right into the schedule. All right, the mission. If you're new here, the mission of this page, okay, of this channel, is to help the newbies. Right, I want to bridge the emotional, educational, and cultural gap to visit, repatriate, or do business in the motherland. That is the mission of this channel. So if you're a newbie, and you haven't even visited the motherland, or you visited, but now you're thinking about relocating, maybe you relocated and you are now a voyager, you've been staying for a while, now you're thinking about buying land. If you're at the beginning of each of those steps, this is the page for you, right? Because my mission now is not only just share with you what I know, but to basically reveal yourself to you. Because there's some things if someone would have said, "Leslie, can you calm the hell down? Calm down, right? And balance your emotions," and then showed me how to do it. Oh my gosh. You know what? I probably wouldn't even have my channel because I would have been not here. Okay. But yes, we got to bridge. There's gaps. More than 400 years. I mean, there's 400 year gap. There's water gaps. There's territorial gaps. There's culture gaps. There's all kind of gaps, right? And so this channel is to help you bridge those gaps, right? From at the beginning of your journey. And then, as you guys know, I put quizzes together because I'm like, how can I help the community, right? If you don't know, we are called Small But Mighty Crew. Okay, we have done mighty things with a very small amount of people, right? And so, as you guys know, once we cross over 10,000 subscribers, we're going to change our name. Yes, we are. Okay, we're going to graduate ourselves. But yes, I put a travel personality test based on my experiences, and you can take the test quick, free. You get your travel personality breakdown, and then you can travel according to your personality. Now, I know we have some people that have already taken the test. Go ahead and share in the comment section. Is it legit or is it legit? Okay. Then I did another one for those that I'm going to repatriate. I'm leaving America. I'm leaving UK. Forget this. They don't give us a repatriation. Okay. Are you ready, though? Are you ready? I don't know, Leslie, but I'm leaving. Take the test, then. Take the quiz. Links are in the description box because now you're talking about relocating your whole life. Okay, and I want to make sure your transition is the best as possible. This is getting on my nerves. Okay, the best as possible. So yes. And then for those that are at the land buying process, you are strongly considering buying land, you better get a lawyer. Okay. You better get a lawyer, right? And I do have a lawyer referral for you. Okay, folks. The objective of this video today is to update you. And so last video I did about this, it was very broad. It covered just land in Ghana regarding the public land. What was the other one? Public land? Oh, and government land. I think those two. Now, ATM said, take the quiz. Take the quiz, folks. Folks, I cannot wait for you guys to see our interview next week. It's so good. Honestly, he's the first person that started this journey in his 20s that I have met. Usually people that have bought land in Ghana, they're closer to 40 and 50, okay? And so I even started my journey at 31. So I wasn't even in my 20s, but ATM in his 20s, when most people want to turn up, okay, and go to the club, right? He was like, I want to go to the club too, but I need some land. And that's what he did. So super proud of him, this young king. We're going to display him really well, okay? All right, Tanya, come on. She just finished the quiz. Are you EQ ready? No. She just downloaded the book. Folks, I'm not here to play with you. It's legit, I'm telling you. All right, where was I? We have a poll. Let me bring that up. Because today we're going to be talking about the Lands Commission, buying land and all that. Folks, there's a poll. If you're on YouTube, you can go to the top of the comment section. Where are you in your indentures? Folks, that question doesn't make sense. I should retype that. Where are you? No. Where are you? I'm struggling on my... Where are your indentures? Okay, option 1, I have no indentures. Okay, so either you paid already for land and you don't have your indentures, or you just haven't bought land yet. That's 57%. Okay, in my possession, 29%. Okay, ooh, it just changed. You guys are voting. Love it. 12%. I'm struggling. See, I was trying to make it. Can't do it. Okay. Ooh, clear. If you're okay, check this out. 12%. Your indentures are at the Lands Commission for registration. 0%. I have my deed and certificate. Folks, this live stream is about registration and deeds, right? So the majority of people have no indentures. Second most popular is in your possession. Put in the comments, why would your indentures be in your possession? Why would the indentures be in your possession? Okay. So the objective of this stream is to talk about the update regarding land registration, or the halt that now President John Mahama has put on everybody. That's indentures are at the Lands Commission waiting to be registered. Okay. Can anybody answer that question? If you have your indentures, but they're still in your possession, Why? Why are they in your possession still? And you haven't turned them into the Lands Commission? That's a question. Okay. So, just for everyone to know, folks, get a lawyer, right? I am not a lawyer, right? Seek professional help. But I understand this community has developed because I share my experiences, and you guys learned a lot from my experiences to the point where you think I am leading you and guiding you. No, I'm just a supplement, okay? But it does not replace doing your due diligence. So get the lawyer that you need, do your due diligence, okay? I'm glad that I have helped most of you guys in your journey, but I am not the professional. I'm just in the game sharing my experiences, okay? I want to get that out of the way because you ain't about to come for me. You're not about to come for me, okay? When things go wrong. So if you want to get caught up, you have to watch part 1. Because it's just, folks, it would be a 3-hour live if I were to go through everything again. So if you want to get caught up of where we're at regarding John Mahama's decree, watch part 1 and then come back here and then you'll pick up from the latest. Okay. But in summary, right, the decree stated that state land and public land, all registrations are on hold, right? And I literally read the decree in part 1. So go to part 1, okay? Now, there's I think 4 or 5 different types of land ownership. I did a video about that almost 4 years ago. You can watch it, right? It's titled, "You as a foreigner will never be a landowner in Ghana. Never." What? Never. As a foreigner, you will never own land in Ghana, period. It's inarguable, right? They told me this is my land. You are a leaseholder, okay? If you're a foreigner. If you didn't know that and you bought land, they didn't teach you. They're not teaching you. They just grabbed your money and said, "Wish you the best." That's all they did, okay? So if you didn't know that, now you know. And you can watch the video I did about almost 4 years ago. The title is, "You Will Never Own Land in Ghana as a Foreigner." Okay? All righty. This is a good point. Hell, nobody owns land in America miss a tax payment. I've talked about that for years. I remember when I first learned this concept, and I first learned this concept about leasehold, and I was like, well, shoot, you don't pay your property taxes, your house is gone. So who really owns what? Where can you go where you actually own land? There's just different wordings, folks. This whole indenture process is a British concept, right? That's why everyone is getting citizenship so they can own land. Still, well, in Ghana, even citizens don't even own land, right? Who are the owner? Well, what's the word? There's leasehold and then there's blank hold. What's the other hold that tells you actually own the land, right? Which I talk about in my video that I did years ago. There's only 4 or 5 owners of land in Ghana. And one of them, chiefs, families, stools, government, clans. There we go. That's the 5. So my video, I break down all 5 in the video I did years ago, okay? So there we go. Baby T got it right. Freehold. There's leasehold land in Ghana, freehold land in Ghana. Most land is leasehold land. For example, my beachfront property, let's talk about it a little bit. This land here is leasehold, but I'm a subleaser. Look, some of us are not even going to be leasers. We're subleasers. So I have stool land, right? That means the chiefs own it. The chief's name is on the land. Then the developer comes in and buys it from the chief for 99 years. Okay. Then I come in, buy it from the developer for 50 years with an added 25-year lease. So I have a total of 75 of what's left over, his 99, but the chief will forever be the owner. Does that make sense, folks? Okay. I remember when I first learned this, the land liaisons I bought land from. Don't tell nobody this. It's going to discourage people. No, it's not. Because if who brought it up? Someone brought it up. It's the first time I'm seeing your name. P. RODECaster. He said, "Where are you gonna go? Anywhere in the world. Where do you own land? You don't own land in the United States?" "Yes, I own my land in the United States. I have my deed." Really? Don't pay your property taxes and see who owns it. We're talking truth here. We're talking truth here. Okay? There's no emotionalism. Now I can be extra. I can be extra in my presentation, but emotionalism, you don't got to worry about that for me. It's the truth. It is the truth. Okay. All righty, folks. That was a quick little lesson. Hey, if we got to go into some lessons, we'll go into it. Oh, I remember. Let me pick up where I left off. So if you think, leasehold is such a bad thing, it really isn't. Because you can't go really anywhere in the world and own anything. Okay. Where did I leave off? Summary. So in part 1, I break it down, folks, because my land is considered public land. And the developer was selling land as if he had the authority to sell it. Folks, my story is too long. I'm not going to go over it. You just got to watch part 1, okay? So now I'm picking up where we left off from point 1. Last week? No, it was earlier this week. I said, where am I in my land process? What am I waiting for now? What's going on? Please. And so, I have my men that surround me now because I'm not moving by myself anymore. Nope. So I already have men in place to handle things for me. They're a little slow. On my responses. And now I've learned, right, to calm down and just wait. Okay. But when I have to wait over a month, see, now I gotta get involved again. Okay. So I said, forget this. I'm going to the chief directly. Folks, if you do not have a relationship with the chief of the land, if you have stool land, okay, and any land really, if you don't have relationships with the owner of the land, you're dropping the ball. Especially as a foreigner, if you're not from there and you don't have strong connections or huge influence or rich, right? You need to know your community and know your people. So when my lands representative didn't get back to me, and when my surveyor didn't get back to me, I said, "Ooh, I'm telling the chief." So I called the chief. I said, "Mr. Chief, nah, they're not returning my messages, and I want to know what's going on." He said, "Let me call them." Bing! All of a sudden, both people that wasn't responding to me responded. He was like, "Yeah, they're gonna call you." And guess what happened? They called me, and I said, "Thank you, Chief. Your power is evident." And we found out, okay, that the reason registration is still on hold is because we're waiting for a political position to be filled. You guys catch that, okay? Leslie, how do you know this? This might just be hearsay, nearsay. Okay. Let me prove it to you. Okay, you guys ready? We're going to go to the Ghana Lands Commission official website. Let's go there, shall we? Let me share my screen. You guys see? This is Ghana's official Lands Commission website. Can I make this bigger? When you log on, the first thing you will see is this adjustment. Oh, hold on. Public notice, adjustment in fees and charges. I posted this on my community page, right? Fees are going up as of Monday, 25th, March 2024. Okay, let's exit out of here. Welcome to Lands Commission Ghana. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Client satisfaction is our goal. Oh, that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm just going to laugh at that. Okay. Client satisfaction is our goal. Folks, look how nice this looks. It looks really nice, doesn't it? Come on. Right? Client satisfaction is our goal. Okay. And this website is www.lc.gov.gh. Okay. So as I went through this website, I said, I need to find out so I can legitimately tell my small but mighty crew to confirm what I just told you guys. What I said was, we are waiting for a political position to be filled so registration can continue. And I'm speaking specifically for stool land. Now, if your land is in the other category, find out. But this is specifically for stool land. I think it's all lands specifically, but my land is stool land, and that's what I can speak on. But indirectly, okay, this is basically for everyone. Okay, let me go back to my screen share. If you go to services, is this where I want to go? No. Media, news and media. Client satisfaction is our goal. Look at this here. There's a lot of good stuff. Land title registration regulation law. Let's read more. Okay. So if you didn't know, one of the processes of registering, one of the steps is you have to make a public announcement saying that you want to buy or take priority of this land. So I'm not sure if we do this in the States, but I know we do it in the States for businesses. So if you have a business and you want to declare it and make sure that no one else has it, you have to put it in the paper, in the public paper, and people can, if they read it and see that it's announced, they can come for you and say, no, that's my business, So you can do that with land. So that's one of the steps with land in Ghana. You put it out to the public saying that I'm registering this. If you have an issue with it, you got to come up to me. If not, I think it's 14 days. You can't say nothing after that. Okay. So as you can see, this is a list. It's a list of people about to get registration. Look at this one. Mabel, she has 21 acres. Right. And it breaks it down by city. Look at 17 acres, 9 acres. Basically, these people are saying, I'm about to get this leasehold. I'm about to get this land registered in my name. If you don't say anything within a window of time, right? I know for stool land, it's 30 days. After the 30 days, you cannot come for me. So I want to scroll all the way down. Some of you guys might be on here. You might want to look on it, okay? I'm going to scroll all the way down. All the way down. Okay. Ooh, did I pass it? I did. Okay. At the bottom, it says notes. Phil, I think it's a mistake, but it says 2024. So I'll just stick with that. Okay. Notes. 1, the acknowledgement slip yellow card issued by the Land Registration Division is not the land certificate, but only an acknowledgement card which cannot be substituted for a land certificate. Okay. Point number 2. This is the important one. Plots of land for registration are to be dealt with in accordance with the Land Title Registration Law 1986, which is administered as a function of the Land Registration Division of the Lands Commission. 1A. Okay, here we go, folks. If you tuned in and you wanted to know the answer, here it is. All transactions on public/state lands must first be handled by the Public Invested Lands Management Division. PVLMD. PVLMD. Ooh, look at it. Everything's here in front of our faces, okay? Of the Lands Commission, which is legally mandated to manage public lands and all lands vested in the all stool. Once again, my land is stool land. What is your land? My land is stool land. Okay, I'm in a mood, guys. Okay. My land is stool land. All stool land transactions are also constitutionally required to be certified, here's the answer, by the Regional Lands Commission of the region where the lands are situated before submission to the Land Registration Division. Okay? There's a process that it has to go through before it gets registered, okay? Now, I said, Nana, who needs to sign off to go to the next step? He said, that's what we're waiting for. We are waiting for the next political leader of the Lands Commission to be assigned. Leslie, prove what you're saying is true. Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Follow me. Now, we're going to go back to news and media. I just told you the order of things. What? News and article. You guys ready for this? Who are we waiting for, guys? RTI Manual 2025 Lands Commission, right? You can download this. I downloaded it. So let me bring it back up so we don't have to. Ooh. Let me transition my screen. Okay. Present. Share screen. This you guys have access to. You see that? Can you see my screen? I'll make it bigger. Let me see. There we go. Ooh. This is a list of the national and regional heads of Lands Commission and office directory. Look at, here's all the people that are assigned. But look at the top here. National chairman. Pending. This person is the one that's going to sign off of all stool lands and public lands. There is no national chairman in place. This is why, you guys see this? This is why registration is specifically for stool land and public land is not being registered. This is why I'm waiting. This is why my community is waiting. This is why anyone that has public or state land is waiting, because the national chairman has not been appointed yet. Okay? Now, let's see who's in the position right now. Let's see. What was his name? National. Ooh. Oh. What do you guys see? Give me a second, guys. So, yeah. So, folks, how do you feel about that? Everything's on hold because we're waiting for another appointee. National chairman. Where is he? Oh, darn it, guys. I wanted to show you who was currently in the office. Hold on, let me Google it because I want to show you guys this. Chairman of Lands Commission in Ghana. Here we go. You guys ready to see his face? So this is the one that we're waiting to be replaced. Okay, can you see? I'm trying to make this. Did it go through? Nope. Him! Get out, Mr. Alex! Get out of here! You're in our way! Okay. Mr. Alex Quanar Esquire. So when I talked to my surveyor, he said, Leslie, we're waiting for the final signature from the lawyer. This person is the head lawyer that's going to sign off on all stool and public lands. You guys follow me? Mr. Alex is a lawyer having qualified in 1988 from the Ghana School of Law. He is a product of that's a long word, Cape Coast University. So he's the one that he's leaving, right? He's being replaced. He's a former president of the British Chevening Scholar Association of Ghana, a former director of Student Loans Trust. Look at folks. For those that know my story, a former director of Student Loans Trust Fund, an economic and organized crime office, former serious fraud office. How many of you guys know? You guys signed my petition and it brought me before EOCO. And EOCO is economic and organized crime. That was a special meeting. He is the former chairman of the Greater Accra Regional Lands Commission. What did I say? What did I say, guys? Our stool and public land cannot be registered without his signature, right? His law practice includes land law, commercial law, corporate law, insurance, investments, and general civil litigation. Mr. Quanar is currently the chairman of the Lands Commission Board. He's the one, right? National chairman pending. He's on his way out, folks. And we're waiting for the new person. Now, question of all questions, what I'm sure you're asking right now, when is the new person coming into office? We don't know. We have to wait. Now, if you know, please share with the community. Okay? We don't know, folks. That's where the waiting continues. But at least we do know that Mr. Alex Quanar Esquire is on his way out. His term is done. And now, according to the right to know information, the national chairman's position is pending. So once this person gets elected, they're going to sign off on all the public and stool land and government land. They're going to sign off on it, and our registration will be. Oh, I thought I was sharing screen. Dang, sorry, guys. You guys had to look at me the whole time. Sorry. Oh, geez. Where is it? Oh, I clicked the wrong button. That's what I did. Okay. Pending, national chairman, pending. Once this position is filled on and forth, with the stool land, with the public land, with the government land. Does that make sense, folks? That's it. That's what we're waiting for. Okay. Any questions? Because that was the main thing I wanted to share. So, to answer your question, why? ATM. I know that's going to be on Ghana time, so who knows how long we have to wait. Exactly. Who knows how long we're going to have to wait? But at least we know once the national chairman of the Lands Commission is appointed, things can move on because all the other positions are filled, right? The national chairman is a lawyer. We need the lawyer to sign off on all the paperwork. Okay? So, and I always tell you guys, once I learn something, once I learn, you guys learn. So once I learned this, I said, ooh, we got to make an announcement. We got to tell the people, right? And so another thing, so yes, if that's why you came here, right? That's your answer. We're waiting for a political position to be filled. Now, if you still want to hang with me, there's some stuff I want to share with you guys still. Did you know? I'm actually excited about this. Let me calm down. Did you know? I want to share this so you guys can look at it. Yes, each one teach one. You are correct. You are correct, ATM. Now, as we know, we're waiting for him to be replaced. Look at this. I started, looking through the website and I saw this. It says contact. And I said suggestions and complaints. I was like, ooh, I have some suggestions and some complaints. Let me click so I can submit. And of course, it took me nowhere. Of course, they wouldn't let you submit your suggestions and complaints through the website. Look, I clicked it so many times. They're like, oh, I can't. It's not letting me go anywhere. So, folks, if you have any suggestions or complaints, that's just for the looks of it. You can't submit anything through there. I was told this a while ago. Oh my days. The holdups are horrible. How long did you hear about this? How long ago? Because I'm like, come on. It must have been January because that's when, no. I think January 7th, he was put in position. Okay, let me go back to what I wanted to share. If you hit contact, no. Hey, BCB in the house. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, online services. You guys ready for this? How many of you guys know? If you click on online services, look at that. Welcome to the Lands Commission online service. Check your application status. Make payment. Generate EGCR. Folks, oh, BCB, it was your birthday. Folks, it was BCB's birthday. His wife took him out and spoiled him like a little kid at a candy store. Follow them on IG. Super cute story. Welcome back. Where'd you fly to? Dubai? Probably Dubai. Because is your wife still in Dubai? Check application status. Did you know you can check? Now, folks, I think I'm too old in the game because I started my process in 2021. I don't think this existed in 2021. But if you are new in the game, you might still be able to register, create a whole registration, log in, and check your application status. I knew it was Dubai. I'm jealous. Okay. Folks, you can check your application status. Did you guys know this? I don't know how far back they go. I put in every number I could into this database and none of my paperwork popped up. So I think I'm too old. But if you're newer, you should go to the Lands Commission website and see and register, right? About 3 weeks ago. Okay. And register and see if you can check your application status. I mean, I already can't take it seriously because my information is not there. But try it. I wonder if it's part of the digitization. I think so. But see, I was giving a digitized number, or like I have a number that they given me, and I put it in the system, and it still didn't pop up. So if you're new here, my contact at Lance told me the delays were with appointing a new board. Okay. So Baby T, you didn't want to tell the community that you knew this already, Baby T? Huh? No, I gotta make my face big on this one. Baby T. Baby T, you didn't want to tell us? You're part of the Small and Mighty crew, Baby T. You didn't want to tell us this 3 weeks ago? I whippeth you. I whippeth you. I whip it. Okay. Well, see, I had to want to cause I was just like, it's taking too long and no one's responding to me. So I had to go and do my digging, and I got this answer. But Baby T just confessed that he knew about this 3 weeks ago. How dare! Folks, share it with the community when you find something out, and then I'll share it. You know, the sooner the better. Yeah, the sooner the better. So yeah, so I think, the barcode. That's the number. Okay. So I have a digitized number, but I don't have a barcode number. I would assume it would be the same, but this is Ghana. So I'm pretty sure that's not what it doesn't link. Because all the numbers on my receipts, all the numbers written on my indenture, I put it in that number. I put it in the check your application status, and nothing popped up. So folks, you might want to go check. Check if you don't know your status, go there, put your number in, and see where you're at. Okay. All right, guys, I'm almost done with the live. This is really all I wanted to share with you. So yeah, there we go, guys. Our land is still being held up because we're waiting for a new appointee, a new national chairman of the Lands Commission service, of the Lands Commission department. Is there a voting? Any Ghanaians know how this is done? Because it seems like the people don't vote. It's like an inner voting. Whoever is the next appointee. Overall, do your due diligence. At the end of the day, do your due diligence, right? Because it is a gamble. Lessen your chances of falling into land issues by doing your due diligence. Because what? This is Ghana. This is Ghana. All righty. Question and answers. No, you didn't. You mentioned it here a few weeks ago. I would remember that. Baby T, you better make your comment a super chat so it can stand out. Make it a super chat so I can see it. Okay. All right. Where are we? We're done, folks. We are done here. Besides Baby T, who knew that? Who knew that's what we were waiting for? I'm trying to see. Okay. Folks, question and answer time. Any questions? Because I have shared all I wanted to share with you on this great day. Okay. Oh, the poll. Let's check out the poll. All righty. Where are your indentures? 64% have said, I have no indentures. 21% says, in my possession. 14% says, at the Lands Commission for registration. 0% said, I have my deed. I have my certificate. Folks, one day, this I have my deed, I have my certificate, it will at least be 1%. One day. Now, we all know that some of us you're not getting your certificate, okay? Oh, okay, good. I'm happy. ATM said he did not know. Now you know, brother. Now you know. Because I did not know either. So the poll. So hopefully one day, guys, the Small and Mighty crew, at least one of us will get our land certificate. At least one. Because right now it's 0%. One day. That would be a great day, wouldn't it? At least 1% of us get our land certificate. Because, okay, so I bought my land 2021. So that's 4 years ago. When did you guys buy your land? BCB? Okay. BCB, that's some optimism there. BCB says eventually it will be 70%. 70% with deeds. That's saying the majority of people who bought the land will get their deeds. I think that percentage is high, to be honest. And he said in a few more years. Folks, I don't even think it's going to be 70. I think it's going to be like 40, 45. Because some of us have bought land and they already told you ain't going to get it registered. I know a handful of people that told me, Leslie, they told us we're not going to get registration. I'm like, well, and some of them were in a Cebu. Actually, all of them were in a Cebu that told me that. Now, I know there's different communities in a Cebu, and not everyone's going through the same thing. But the ones that I know personally, they're like, yeah, they told us we're not going to get a registration. But, they bought land. They're like, but we have indentures, and it stops at indentures. I was like, sorry for ya. And see, those people that I know personally, they didn't listen to what I said. They didn't listen. It is what it is. So yes, I guess that should be my next poll. How many people are going to get their land certificates? BCB says 70. I say like 40, 45. I don't know. Wait, what year? Baby T, do you have land? ATM, what year did you buy your land? BCB. Folks, if you can put what year you bought your land in the chat, let's see. Here, mine was in 2021. Oops, my number didn't come through. Let me do that again. Oopie, sorry. 2021. Put the year you bought your land in the chat so we can see. Okay, we have 2022, 2023, 2021. JR said we have to pack our patience. Yeah, we got to pack our patience and let a developing country catch up. Pack our patience as a developing country. I'll just let it rest there. Okay. This question. Should folks just buy homes that are already built in Ghana? Land acquisition seems way complicated. I 100% agree. Oh, baby T, you're the baby here, 2024. BCB, no. You bought your land a long time ago, right? Or is this another land? What, BCB? It was last year? I thought I thought you bought your land around the same time I did. Am I the OG here? Oh my gosh, I'm the OG. I have the earliest land purchasing date, 2021. It makes sense. It makes sense that I am the oldest one here. Land. I'm old in land. Ghana land. Yes, Moisey, I say buy already developed, in my opinion. So you can avoid all this. And the thing is, land acquisition is not complicated. It's already in its there's already an order, there's a procedure. What's complicated is dealing with these demons and liars, okay? And criminals. That's what makes it and the lack of accountability. That's what makes it complicated. Because the procedure is there. It's in order. It's there for us. But we're dealing with these criminals and liars. Yes. So that's my answer to your question. But the thing is, like, for example, I know someone that bought pre-built, but usually the pre-built ones are foreigners, foreign built, and they have 50-year leases. So you're coming in at 35 years, or you're coming in the rest of their 50-year lease. So you're not even getting a complete 50-year, right? But guess what? You won't go through what we're going through. That's for sure. So if you want, and because that was my original plan, I wanted to get a triplex, a duplex or a triplex, live in one and rent out the others, right? That was my initial plan. And then I spoke to a project manager, which now that I'm more smarter, of course he would tell me to buy land because he wanted to be the project manager. He wanted to be the contractor that I paid to build from the ground up. I was like, oh my gosh. As I was going through my journals and writing and everything, I'm like, that's when I pivoted from already built to land. He told me to go to land. And then me and my cheap behind, I'm like, oh, it'll be cheaper to buy land and build. Because that's what he told me. He's like, it's more affordable for you to buy land and build. I was like, yes, I'm doing that. And where was he in this whole process? Nowhere. And I'm like, dang, I got talked out of buying a pre-built complex to buying land, and then all this drama has happened. So yes, if you want to avoid drama to the best of your ability, start, right? Maybe you get land later. Just start with already built property and get the feel of it, learn the customs, do all that, and then go to the land. I'm glad you brought that up, Mosi, because I totally forgot. I started off, I wanted pre-built initially, and I got persuaded. I'm still taking the route. Oh, really? So BCB saying no, he wants the raw land every time. Why is that? Was that always your idea, or just you learning and, getting a Ghanaian wife brings the revelation of, hey, I can just do land because I have more connections now? Or was that your philosophy from the beginning, BCB? Just raw land, period. Okay. Already built is 2 to 3 times the price. I would do my due diligence and take my chances with land and my own build. Yeah. It's if you want to go through the drama, do your due diligence, right? If you don't want to go through any drama and just pay the money and get less lease years, go for pre-built. Now, if I were to go back, now that I know what I know, I would have went back to my original idea and bought already made, because I wasn't trying to do all this. All this what I'm doing now, this was not part of my plans. Okay. True. BCB says you do get much more. JR said he's determined. I got to try the raw one more time. Yes, you do get to craft your own dream. That's true. It's true. It ultimately, right? It's what you want. It's what you want and what you're willing to go through to get it. So now that you're part of the Small Mighty crew, you've been watching my videos, you are educated, right? You have less chances of being frauded out of your money. Okay. Land, right? Now, even with all my knowledge and my connections, I'm done with it overall, because it's just, some of you guys, I understand. This is like your dream to go back to the motherland, live in Africa, all that stuff. This wasn't it for me. It was a business venture and self-discovery, okay? I saw this as business from the beginning. It wasn't like an emotional, I got to repatriate. I didn't come from a Hebrew Israelite background. Africa is the new Israel. Like, that was never me, right? So some of you guys have some deep connections. Like you think you believe God has told you to go back to Africa. That's not me, guys. Mine was, emerging market. Let's go get some of this money. right? Contribute to the community, but at the same time, create wealth for my family. That was it for me. There's nothing deeper than that. That's as shallow as I was. Okay, so to go through all this, I'm like, why? For what? But I still am sensitive, and I do respect those that you feel like it is a calling from the Most High God to go back. Hey, do what brings you peace. Do whatever brings you peace. Why haven't you just built and reverse engineered the paperwork? Because I don't care anymore, Michael. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That's the I don't care. I don't care to even do anything. This situation has exhausted me over the 4 years. BCB says, I'm trying to retire with Gary. Oh, let me talk about this, though, because this is still solid. Folks, JR is doing it. I'm pretty sure ATM's going to do it. You can build, right? You can build, and it's 9/10 of the law. Build on it. And then, like Iyoko told me, when the real owners come and knock on your door and say, this is our property, you either go to litigation or you made side deals, right? Because if you go to litigation and your name's not registered, you're not going to win. But most likely, you just do a side deal and you just give them money on the side and you just continue on with your life. I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to build and have someone come knocking on my door and say, this is ours, right? And then they literally have power to take it away from me. And I built this empire, right? No, I don't want to do it the Ghanaian way. I wanted to do it the way that it was the procedural. Give me my registration, then I'll build, because I don't want to deal with people coming knocking on my door. And then they literally have a chance to win everything I built. But folks, people do it all the time. People build without registration. It's actually a common thing. I don't want to give anyone room to even come knock on my door at all. Zero space. Okay. So yeah, you can do that. I wouldn't. Hopefully that answered your question. Excellent by Kojo Black. Is that a song, Eric? I think that is a song. But Michael, this is actually, I'm glad you brought that up. It's actually really good to bring that up. Any resistance often happens at the start. I'm still at the start. Folks, I barely got the correct indentures August of last year. I just got my correct indentures a couple of months ago. But these people have got my money years ago. I literally just got legitimate indentures months ago. I'm still at the start. You hear what I'm saying? I'm still at the start. This is where the most resistance at the start sure is. I'm on year 4 and just got the correct indentures because of my efforts. I paid the developer. He charged us $1,000 for indentures. I had to correct my indenture at least 5 times. And the only reason my indentures got finally corrected is because I went to Ghana for the 6th time and said, what needs to be done? Because I'm tired of this. I'm not building on nothing until I get my registration. Michael, I'm not yelling at you. If you're new here, I just get passionate. And my passion translates to volume, okay? She said it's better to buy land away from Accra. Most of us are away from Accra. Folks, type in the city where your land is. I'll do the first one. Come on. That's one. Both lands are in Central Region. I think all of our lands are not even in Accra, in Greater Accra. It's funny, the person that I know that has a land certificate, his land is actually in Pram Pram, which is still considered Greater Accra, right? Bono region, Elmina. I think most of us are in the Central Region, to be honest. Bono region. Actually, this is the first time I've heard of Bono region. Okay. Folks, let's check out the poll. Mine's about 2 hours. So we have Eastern region, Elmina, which is Central region, Salt Pond, Gamoa Feta, about 90 minutes away. And I've never heard of Bono region. I don't know where that is. Okay. Really, Michael? Even since China? Wow. Shut it down. Oh, Boho. I've been to Boho Resort. Oh, Bono? Oh. Never mind. You corrected yourself. Michael, you've been following for a while. You're an OG up in this piece. Okay. Folks, if you're just tuning in, because I just saw the views people are watching go up, you'll have to watch the beginning because I already answered their question. If you're watching the stream from the beginning, I answered the purpose and the objective of this stream at the beginning. Now we're just hanging out as a community and talking and asking questions. Okay. And Swami and Samuam and Sawam and Sawam. Okay. We have another Elmina. Okay. Most of us are Central Region, which is literally when I went, Coke Robite. Where's that? What region is that? Coke Robite? We have another Elmina. Sunyani. Folks, I don't know these places. But most of us, why did I do that? Most of us are in Central Region, which, you know why, right? Because those are where the YouTube influencers are at. That's where they're selling their land to, Central Region. Which is literally the most, I was talking to an OG surveyor from, he's retired now. We need to go there then. We need to go to Sunyani. If that's the cleanest place in Ghana, we need to go there. I was talking to an OG surveyor who's retired now. And I was talking to him about my situation. And he was like, yeah, where'd you buy your land? And I was like, Central Region. He was like, oh. He said Central Region is literally the most litigated land in Ghana. And I was like, well, they sure did sell Central Region to the African American diaspora. It was either Pram Pram or Cape Coast, Central Region. Folks, it's just what it is. What can we say? Now that we know more, I'm pretty sure. Question: if you were to go back, now that you know more, would you have purchased your land? You guys ask me that question all the time. I ask you now. Knowing what you know, especially if you've been hanging with me for a while, we know way more. Would you have still bought your land where it's at? We should let some of 1-2 talks about the regions we are in. That's a typo. Can you retype that? I don't understand. I'm glad you brought this up. You should let some of us come on your live and talk about the regions we are in. Folks, the people I interview are not only from the Small but Mighty crew, but they have contributed to me. So if you're not part of my newsletter, if you haven't bought a product, if you haven't sent a Cash App, if you're not part of Patreon, you're not going to be on my channel. I'm not like these other YouTubers that actually like people on their. I really don't. If I don't know you or have some type of relationship with you or consistent, like if I haven't seen you, no. you're going to have to do your own show on that. But that's an excellent idea, right? For those that are the truly in the small and mighty crew, right, that have contributed to me in some way, sign the petition, or I would love to invite you on here. But if you haven't done any of that, don't ask me on my live. Did that come out mean? BCB, I wouldn't change anything about mine. That's solid. You're in alignment. That's alignment right there. Because, honey, I would reverse both lands and get my money back. But then I needed this experience because it's so out my system that I can live 100% in the States and just travel the world. Like, I don't have that reservation in the back of my mind. Like, some people watch YouTube videos and they're like, oh, I wish, I hope. Not, I don't wish and I don't hope it's out my system. Now I can just be free and pursue what I really want to do without that voice in the back of my mind. Like, what if? I have no more what if. I did. And it is done, right? Okay, let me make sure I went through everything I wanted to go through. Okay. Thank you to the Cash App crew. Thank you. Oh, let me show you. Oh, I'm tripping. I have to update you guys on BCB. What did I say? Why are you laughing at me? So whenever, folks, you guys have been blessing me monetarily, and I want to show you where I'm at. Hold you guys, hold myself accountable. So as you guys know, every time you Snapchat, every time you Cash App me, every time you Super Chat me, every time you give anything monetarily, it's going to my soundboard, $699. Guess where we're at? Can anyone guess where we're at with the money? Guess where we're at. Because I this is the goal. I want to look like this on the other side. When I'm talking to you, I'm gonna look like this. Okay? I'm getting closer. So anyone guess? Guess. We are at $211. So I created an account just for when you guys give me donations and everything. We're at $211 out of $699, folks. And I created this account, so almost $285. Almost. I probably will be at $285 next week. So I'm at $211. I created an account specifically for this. So, folks, how much money are they giving us on our savings accounts and banks? Okay. So, if you click the link, we will get together 4.5% through Wealthfront on our savings account for I think the first 4 months. So, folks, I'm being a good steward. I'm taking the money you guys are donating to me and putting in a high yield savings account. So if you do not have a high yield savings account, and if you want 4.5% on that account, click the link and use my affiliate link to get that. Boom, boom. Okay. So at least we can get some interest on that as it's there and it grows. And so once I hit $699, I'm buying the soundboard and the live streams are going to go to the next level. I can't wait to put monkey sounds on that thing. I'm going in, especially when I talk about people, criminals and liars. Oh, monkeys. Can't wait. All righty. Because you grow to understand how to navigate the greed ooh, come on, Michael. I don't even know what that word is. Ineptitude. Perseverance is the key. The systems are lagging behind and we flow with it. Remember, the prices and value keep rising. True. Well, you don't lose your money until you sell it, right? Just like, buy high, sell low, same thing, right? But what do you do, Michael, when you're not even the same person at the beginning of your journey? And your core beliefs have changed. Yeah. Agreed, Michael. Prices are almost double what I paid. So yes, I would buy it again. Okay. Banking is a joke today. Banking is a joke today. So if you want 4.5% on your savings account, go ahead and hit the link in my description box. Let's both get it. Okay. That soundboard is going to be $9.99 soon. Thanks to Trump's tariff. Hopefully not, folks. In that case, hurry up. Hurry up and super chat. I do not want that. Folks, if I go up to 99, I'm going to find it on OfferUp or something and buy it used. I am not paying $1,000 for that. In the 90s, people were getting 3.9%. Even when I was young, I was getting, I think, what was I getting? At least 2% when I started banking. Yeah. Now you got to, go outside the bank to get anything. You got to get money markets to just keep up with inflation. Jesus Christ. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Because right now we are just hanging out and we're just talking. And I don't mind. I don't mind chatting and hanging out. What was next? It's up to you guys. The raffle. That's what we're supposed to do. I mean, not do it, but if you do want to do the raffle, how this works is a raffle. Who's been here when we did a raffle before? So how this works is if anyone Cash Apps $35, $20, or $15, I'll raffle off one of the ebooks. Last time we did this, it went crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. It went crazy. Minimum savings account was like 5%. Yeah. The banks were actually giving us money. Was it after they filed for, when was it? 2007, that banking crisis? After that, it was over. Forget it. So yeah, if you guys want to donate to the community and raffle off one of my books, that is how we do the raffle. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys. What was it? Oh, have you guys took the poll? Let's look at the results. Okay, we're up to 22 votes. Where are your indentures? 50% have no indentures. 27 in my possession. 18% at Lands Commission for registration. 5% have their deed certificate. Who are you? Folks, there's people that say they have their land certificate every time we do this, and they do not confess and come forward. Of course, we can't make you come forward, but we need some inspiration because none of us have it. None of us have our deeds or certificates. And the ones that do it, come forth. Come forth. Because surely we don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. Michael, you seem like you've been having family land for hundreds of years. Okay, I'm closing out the poll in about 30 seconds. No, I'll say about 20 seconds. I'm closing the poll. And then that'll be the finale. The finale. All right, folks. This is the end. Thanks for hanging with me. This was fun. I had fun chatting with you guys. So yes, visit the Lands Commission website. And we are waiting for the newly appointed national chairman of the Lands Commission so he can sign off on this stool, public, and government land. And then a handful of us will be getting our registration. I saw you had your lawyer info up when I came in. Oh, no. That was the list of all the appointees. Oh, I know what you mean. Okay. Yeah. So my good lawyer step number 1, always. Oh, my banner. I was telling the community that if they want to start buying land, I have a lawyer referral. Let me make it clear. I have a due diligence lawyer. So if you already spent your money and you're having issues, this lawyer is not for you. This lawyer is for you have not spent money yet. You have not spent money yet. You have not put money on land yet. You see land you want to get, and now you want to do your due diligence. I refer a due diligence lawyer to you. And so BCB, that was the list of all the political leaders in under the new president, right? So we're waiting for one political position to be filled, and that is the chairman, the national chairman of the Lands Commission. Once that position is filled, they will be the last person that we need to sign off on my registration, to sign off on your registration, so we can, sign off on our paperwork so we can get our registration. We're right there, guys. We just don't know when they're going to be appointed, but when they are, some of us will be getting our our registration, guys. Okay, closing the poll. And poll, if you want to see the results, they are in the chat, I think. Huh? No, it should be. I think it should pop up soon. Maybe not. Folks, I don't know where the poll went. Let me see. Oopie. Usually the poll is in the comment section. Oh, well, I don't know where it went. Okay, guys, any questions? We're done here. We are done. Oh, there it goes. There's the results. 50%, I have no indentures. 27% in my possession. 18% at the Lands Commission. 4%. You have your deed certificate. It's showing. There it is. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. It was fun. Till next time. Ta-ta. Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.